Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Cancerians, it is Saturday, so it's time for a bonus message. I put out the Cancer videos on Tuesday and Saturday, just FYI. And if you are looking for the other zodiacs, I do those all on my main channel, my original channel, which is Kate's Regretless Life. There's a free link in the description box that'll take you over there. I just moved Cancerian here because you guys were always swallowed up on my main channel. You wouldn't get the notifications, you wouldn't know when I posted videos. So I made you guys the star over here. And I make sure you get 2 a week on Saturday and Tuesday so that you guys have some consistency so you know where to find the Cancerian videos. So I hope that helps. All right, next up, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So to start this storyline out, this story could have something to do with timing, doesn't have to, but we do begin with the energy of growth. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to say a tragic character. She's a powerful character, but she did have a lot of tears. But those tears have become diamonds. You notice that she cried a lot, but under pressure, those little lumps of coal became diamonds. So she's somebody who has taken hurt and pain and turned it into something positive, even something that turned out to be it created more stability in her life. Actually, she had a lot of growth. You notice that she is like at one with the growth of her mind, the growth of herself as a human being, the way she sees the world, the way she sees her place in the world, the planet. This could be somebody who has created a business because they saw a lot of hurt in the world and they wanted to, do something that would, be a really positive place, a positive, let's say, because it's all about greenery. Let's say she saw a need for like really healthy food options. So she started a food truck and he, it doesn't matter, whomever this is the energy of the Cancerian, grounded. But we see that this character has had quite a history. Whatever they have become, whatever they now give their energy to, they do it because, first off, disappointment and wounds and, like a compassionate energy has prompted them to do some really good work in this lifetime. And at this point, they're actually the beneficiary of this good work as well. They're very stable. Hi, Mary. Oh, sweetheart, thank you for being here. Happy Saturday, hon. We have the Tower. Okay, so our character who's worked so hard, they're about to have a major change in their life. Now, I love the Tower. The Tower represents massive change, Aries energy that can bring in like leadership. This can be, the thunder that comes in from the sky. And of course, I am now thinking of the song Thunder by Imagine Dragons, but I also, for whatever reason, have Take Me to Church. Is that Hosier who sings that? Take Me to Church. There's something that needs to happen for this character, and it's about change. Oh, we have a King of Cups, and this is not just any old King of Cups. This is Neptune, Poseidon, god of the sea. He holds his, his trident. But instead of being god of the sea who's out there, commanding waves, look at what a peaceful individual this character is. This King of Cups is soft. This is a great match for a Cancerian, especially a Cancerian that has been pushed to have to cease being water energy and instead, try to use their emotion to build something powerful. It's like, water supplies the ground, the earth, and every living thing with the sustenance that it needs to grow, right? Water, if we didn't have water, we're just going to have a big old dust bowl. Nothing green can live because it all needs water and sunlight. Cancerian was using all of their energy to either support things, help things grow at a huge expense of themselves. It's interesting to see a character who they have created something fabulous, but they really haven't been living their authentic life or displaying their authentic traits. I think this Cancerian had to squash their own emotions in order to either help others grow or help other things in life mature. And their time to actually either have the right kind of support in their life, the right kind of partnership, or the right kind of something is shaking in their world. They've reached a point where, let's say this is a parental figure who got their kids, set in life. They haven't dated, they haven't done anything for themselves, they haven't done any emotional like concern for themselves. They haven't even done like one of those self scans and said, am I emotionally fulfilled? Because the answer probably would have been no. But they're like, but I'm so happy to see how well my kiddos are doing. Now my kiddos are, maybe I'm about to be an empty nester. Maybe they're graduating. That's the big change. It's like, and guess what? Now is time for the return to Cancerian's original self. And it's coming in the form of someone who is going to bring that water energy back, the emotional satisfaction. It's like, why don't you come and float in this, little lily pond with me? Come on, it'll be great. The water is awesome. Come on in, Cancerian. Cancerian needs somebody to feed them, is what it feels like. And they're about to receive that. This Cancerian put their own self on hold. Who they were was put on hold. Everything about them was put on hold. They might have been in the wrong connection for a long time. We have a King of Discs. This feels like a Cancerian was actually in a long-term commitment with someone that actually caused them a lot of grief, didn't see them as who they were. They lost themselves for a little while. And that's ending. So this isn't, they might have run a business with someone. They might have ended up being the breadwinner, and the other person was like capitalizing off of their, hard work and industry. But that's come to a close. And the night and day difference between this could have been that Cancerian actually felt rejected by their King of Pentacles. But the truth of it is that King of Pentacles, not only did they not see the Cancerian for who they were, the King of Pentacles also, they were a slacker. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be polite in this one. I'm just going to call it exactly as I see it. Why was Cancerian being forced to kind of play a role that isn't even authentic for them, not really being seen as who they are, and they're the person putting the majority of the energy in, while this person is just kicking it over here. Even if this were fully upright, they're just mowing down on an apple doing nothing. I mean, they're literally, and this is, like Pan. The In Greek mythology, Pan was like the rustic god. He was quite lusty and kind of like playful. He was a woodland creature god, and so there weren't really temples built to Pan. But in his like lusty adventures, I kind of feel like this is a story of a Cancerian that would have been willing to like surrender a lot of their persona, their hopes, wishes, dreams, goals, to build with somebody who might not have even had like a very faithful bone in their body. It looks like Cancerian knew a lot of hurt, and yet all of that is like over. It's done. And I think I don't know why I'm hearing that song Baby Got Back, and I'll pull up quick to get with you. That's the line in my head right now. This character, this King of Cups, may have seen Cancerian go through this, and they might have, it's like, hey, I'm a king, and maybe I know Cancerian's, partner, and they're such a freaking slacker. Why was Cancerian with them? As soon as Cancerian tosses them out the door, man, I'll be quick to pull up and get with you. It feels like this King of Cups has been almost floating around biding their time. Even here, look at them. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing anything except keeping my eye on you. Are you single yet? Are you single yet? Cancerian, why don't you come? Come on. I heard you broke up with your slacker, partner. Why don't you come hang out with me a little bit? We got an Ace of Cups, got a Five of Wands. There's a huge love offer from a very different quality person. The only problem here is with that Five of Wands. Will Cancerian leave behind the woodland creature and the woodland lifestyle and join someone in their more authentic energy? Can Cancerian swiftly, now that a relationship is dissolved, and I think it dissolved suddenly, they're crying kind of over it instead of just being thrilled that they're done with it. But I think this is really going to help them put it in perspective. Wait a second. All the struggles, all the strife is gone, and I'm being offered this chance to go and swim in the water and get back to who I really am and have more support, more nurturing. Well, hell yeah, I'll go with Neptune over here, little naked Neptune, who's been hanging out waiting for me to join him. This feels so nice to see like a completely different opportunity show up. Hi, everyone. Julia, NES, San Juanita, Sun Soul. So nice to see you guys. We have got the Two of Swords. There is a little bit of hesitancy in this Cancerian, though. There's a little piece of them. Maybe it's, I'm not sure I trust. You notice we have like a moth instead of a butterfly. I'm not sure I totally trust. Can I transform this much? I mean, I just barely got out of a relationship where I kind of became a different version of myself. I was kind of taken advantage of. Then my slacker disappears on me, it collapses. I'm feeling rejected. No, baby, you're not rejected, you're free. Like that's the message that has to come out. You're not rejected, you are free of the wrong person. Go with Naked Neptune. I'm sorry. I love that card. I love that Poseidon Neptune card. We got the Magician. I think somewhere deep down, Cancerian has known all along they had asked for happiness. They had asked the universe, in your infinite wisdom, if this is supposed to work, please let it work, or whatever, however it has to occur so that I can maybe not cry so much. Can I call that in for myself? And the universe heard that and was like, sure, you deserve a Naked Neptune, not the slacker. I'm delivering. You said that you wanted happiness in your life. Well, that's what it's going to require. I think once Cancerian acknowledges that, I did ask for happiness. I didn't ask for my relationship to be over. I thought when I asked for happiness, it would mean that slacker, maybe, the lusty puppy who's always out on the prowl would stop being that way. And the universe was like, no, they're never going to make you happy. That you see who they are. They're not even a king in the upright. It's all about themselves. It's all about indulgence. You said you wanted to be happy, right? So they're out of the picture now. They're gone and done. They're a cheater. They're a slacker. Who cares? You didn't want them. You wanted to be happy, right? That's what you asked for. So I'm delivering you Naked Neptune. This one's gonna make you happy. So embrace the happy one. Yeah, Ruben, thank you, sweetheart. You are so kind. Thank you, sweetheart. I so appreciate you always, always. Thank you, honey. You're so generous. Give a little scratch too. I'm thinking that looks like it would be a little bit more of a cat to me. That looks a little bit more like Noah than Aram, but I could be wrong. Sometimes I can't tell, but thank you, sweetheart. Ten of Swords. This is the universe responding to Cancerian like, I answered. You said you wanted to be happy. The first thing you had to do is kick that other person out of your life. So I helped. This is like, picture the universe being that friend who's sitting down, having coffee, and you're crying and you're saying, oh my God, this boyfriend or this girlfriend, like, they stress me out so much. They break up, then they barely contact me, and I wish I could just, God, I wish they would just quit contacting me. And the friend says, really? That would make you happy? And you're like, yeah. And the friend steals your phone away and deletes their number. That's it. Guess what? They're deleted and blocked. They're not contacting you anymore. I did the thing for you that you said you wanted, but you weren't doing it. So I did it for you. I helped. And it can be like, oh my God, well, I didn't know I was really ready. I wanted that to stop, but I really didn't make it stop. The universe is that good friend who goes, I help you. I'm done. Now you don't have to trouble yourself over that. I think it's sudden and it's abrupt and it's an ending, but it was an ending that was necessary. And I think this is proof that, when we're really ready for something in here, it tends to happen. I think our Cancerian is really strong. I mean, they're strong enough to get through the hurt and the pain anyway. They're strong enough to be adaptable, and they're also strong enough to know inside their soul when they need a change, and they ask for that, and then the results don't come in the way they maybe thought. Maybe they were still hoping to patch things up with the wrong partner. But I think deep down, even if they're shocked by this at first, I think it's all going to click because I think they're about to be so much happier with the right partnership. But they could not have had this right partnership unless, look at this, High Priestess. They knew this. This is a deeply intuitive partner or Cancerian who has known all along. This isn't even me. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here with this slacker. This is not, why did I sign up for this again? How the hell did I get here? It's like sometimes we find ourselves adapting to things we shouldn't adapt to, normalizing things that we should not normalize. And then instead of saying this is a bunch of, horse shit, we go, okay, how can I put some, cinnamon on the horse shit and try to still, eat it and pretend that it's pie? Like, how about we not do that? Forget the cinnamon. Let's just not, I'm sorry to use such a gross, I'm sorry. The country in me comes out from time to time. But again, you can't dress up certain things, and you probably shouldn't try. And this doesn't mean this person's all bad. It just means it's so the wrong connection for the Cancerian. And the Cancerian, if they had to adapt themselves to this level where they weren't even the water energy that they are anymore, I would say, obviously, it's a role that they've been playing in life, and they know that that wasn't the right role for them deep down. They've always known that the right connection is out there, the right lifestyle is out there. They just didn't know how to extricate themselves from something that maybe they gave a lot to. It was a big investment, and they were normalizing a thing that they didn't even enjoy, all the while asking, can I please have something change that will be happy? What needed to change was everything. Well, now that it's happened, I think that it's going to be like, oh my God, wait a second. I've been used to crying every day. I didn't cry today. How come I didn't cry today? Because I'm not in that anymore. This is actually a huge relief that it's over. Tell me a little bit more about Naked Neptune real quick, because I love the energy. Hanged Man in the reverse. Heck yeah. They could be a Pisces. Once again, this fella does not wear clothes a lot. He's coming out of the chrysalis, or maybe this is our Cancerian needing to shed. This is a representation of when we shed an old skin, or when we come out of that chrysalis, when we emerge as a different being, our true selves, our unadorned self. That's why we got the nudity going on in these cards. It's because this is the real deal. There isn't a need to hide emotions. There isn't a need to pretend to be something else. There isn't a need to put on a different mask, or, heck, maybe this partner from the past that Cancerian was with, maybe they wanted him to, change their hair color, dress totally different, attend events that they had no interest in. Maybe their whole life was kind of dominated by the wants of the slacker, and everything the slacker wanted to do, the way they wanted to live, the kind of music they wanted to listen to. And they might have really imposed a lot of that. Like, that doesn't look good on you, babe. We're the, whatever. We're the other thing. No, do this, do that. And I just feel like with this, our Naked Neptune, it's going to be a person who like loves the most real, the most raw, the most honest part of who Cancerian really is. And they themselves aren't hiding anything. I think this is going to be an easy relationship. And it took a long time maybe to get to this point. They have waited for Cancerian to be single. I keep getting that vibe, even with the Hanged Man in the reverse. They have been waiting for Cancerian to be done, and kind of like Seven of Wands. Yeah, they've been waiting. They got those little jealous eyes too. Sorry, green is also horny. They really like Cancerian. This is somebody who, the obstacle is just because I want Cancerian, I can't very well just come strutting in and say, you there, step aside. Cancerian has to choose to be done with something, or they have to be single enough that now there's a chance for this. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, for a really long time, that's not where Cancerian's mindset was. They couldn't even see this person. They were trapped in that earthy energy of, no, I have to grow this. I committed to this. I got to try to make a relationship work. Maybe we have finances together. We have all kinds of things. I got to make this work. I really feel like they were staring at Cancerian for a long time going, babe, it's not going to get better with that person because you're with the wrong person. Come on, be with me. Come be my Queen of Cups. Three of Cups. This could actually be a lover from the past that Cancerian is finally, they're either divorcing the wrong person and they now have a second opportunity to be with somebody from a long, long, long time ago, somebody who knew Cancerian very well. Because this King of Cups that wants Cancerian to be now their Queen of Cups, this could be that the two of them, were together, they separated, life takes you in different directions, and then you end up back, sometimes detours on the highway of life bring us right back around to the same destination point. Where is this waterfall going? Well, it's going down, and then it's probably going to empty into the same, at least original pool before it starts to, diverge and again maybe and become different, aspects of a river. But when it goes over that cliff, it's going to land in the same, general space. This Three of Cups says it's almost like Cancerian was always going to end up back in their arms, and they've known it and they've been waiting for that time. I love the fact that we have such a, I feel like I want to clash symbols together right now because it feels like a very theatrical ending. And it's so exciting instead of being devastating. It felt devastating for a split second, and now instead we realize this is freaking exciting. This is what was supposed to happen. This ending is the liberation moment that Cancerian has needed for a very long time. Their happiness can now actually get started. All right, I'm going to leave this one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Yell, Ruben, thank you. I saw this and I had to have it. It's got a wolf, or excuse me, I think it's actually a fox on it. It's a really long top. I have to tuck it in because it's also 3 sizes too big, but I like it enough that I didn't care. I loved the artistic stuff, and I love the fact that there was this animal on it. So I had to get it because I rarely buy new items, but this I bought from an artist, and I was like, it's always nice to support real artists that you come across. And so thank you. I'm glad you like it too. It's definitely a little bit different. Thank you guys. Hi, Andrew. Nice to see you. Douglas Pavick, nice to see you popping in today. Delinda, always a pleasure. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hey, awesome woman. Nice to see you. I'll see you tonight over in the members section. Sun Soul. Thank you, hon. You guys are wonderful. Oh my God, San Juanita, that's really nice. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Death Wheel 27. How are you today? Julia, you're cracking me up. All right, you guys, I will see you again a little bit later. I will be doing a couple of other zodiacs over on my main channel later on tonight as well. And then I'll be posting some things in the membership over on my other channel. So I'll see you guys there. Mwah. Everybody have a beautiful day. All right, take care for now.